This is Love Your Work. On this show, we help you make it as a creative entrepreneur, find your unique voice, find the right mindset to succeed, and be the first to capitalize on new opportunities to make a living making your art. I'm David Cadavy. If you want to join us here on Love Your Work every Thursday, please hit subscribe on your podcast app and get your free Creative Productivity Toolkit. Sign up at cadavy.net/tools. We are wired to seek pleasure and to avoid pain, but to make it as a creator, you need to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. Many things that feel good about creating can hold you back, while many things that feel bad are powerful fuel. Stoicism is a philosophy that has been getting a lot of attention lately. Ryan Holiday, who we talked with on episode 31, is one modern popularizer of Stoicism. In today's episode, I share with you 8 mantras I tell myself to resist temptations that will only hurt my creative work in the long run. And today's episode is sponsor-free. More and more, this show is being supported by listeners like you and not by our great sponsors. And that is because more and more of you are putting your money where your mind is. You are supporting the show on Patreon. Patreon lets you become an even bigger part of the show than you already are. By contributing just $5 a month, think of it like a coffee, you get super early access to raw, ad-free interviews. I have months of these in the queue. You could listen to them today by supporting the show. Go to patreon.com/Cadavy. That is patreon.com/KA, D as in David, V as in Victor, Y. Here's the episode. Want to do legendary creative work? Follow these 8 Stoic mantras. To make it as a creator, you need a healthy relationship with reality. Reality is the only path to improvement, but reality doesn't always feel good. Meanwhile, you're tempted to feel good for the mere sake of feeling good. The good feelings are a shield from the discomfort of reality, that reality that can help you improve. The philosophy of Stoicism acknowledges our natural temptation to seek pleasure and to avoid pain. Stoicism aims to help you resist that temptation. Here are some Stoic mantras that I personally use to keep myself on the path to reality. Be skeptical of praise. Be indifferent to admiration. Be inviting of criticism. Don't bask in the accomplishments of others. Don't deify your heroes. Take ownership over your failures. Don't let success cloud your judgment, and do the work even when you don't feel like it. 1. Be skeptical of praise. False praise is deadly to the creator. Assume that all praise has an ulterior motive. A friend is trying to be nice. A follower is trying to ingratiate you, or an enemy is trying to disarm you. Sure, take praise as a drop in an ocean of feedback, but be skeptical. The goal here is to not let praise cloud your judgment. 2. Be indifferent to admiration. On your way to finding your creative voice, you're going to go into uncharted territory, and that scares others. They fear you'll lead them astray. Friends will stop returning your emails. They'll be reluctant to give you support, lest your potential future failure wash off onto them. This behavior is going to tempt you to want to get back onto the beaten path, leading you away from your creative destiny and trying to fit in. So if you're indifferent to admiration, you can stay the course. 3. Be inviting of criticism. When your work is criticized, it stings. A creator's work is personal, and criticism of the work feels like criticism of oneself. Even unnecessarily nasty criticism holds something useful. Sometimes there's a kernel of truth. Other times, you discover how your work pushes someone's buttons and how powerful it truly is. 4. Don't bask in the accomplishments of others. Sometimes the accomplishments of others can fool you into thinking that you, yourself, have actually accomplished something. Give the hearty congratulations when it's due to somebody, but then put your head back down and get to work. 5. Don't deify your heroes. Never forget that your heroes are mortal humans who were once not that good at their crafts. We get pleasure from worshiping others, but it causes you to forget that with enough work, you can be someone's hero too. 6. Take ownership over your failures. Things will happen that are outside of your control, and they will cause you to fail. Energy wasted blaming others is energy that could have been used on the things that you can control. Remember that even if it's not your fault, it is still your responsibility. 7. Don't let success cloud your judgment. Success feels good. but success can lead your heads into the clouds. When success happens, take a moment to celebrate, but don't forget what got you there in the first place. Eighth and final, do the work even when you don't feel like it. You got into creative work because you felt inspired, but to make your work real, inspiration isn't enough. Action leads to inspiration. There's no limit to the number of ways you can shield yourself from reality. When you find yourself feeling good, ask yourself where it's coming from, and ask yourself if it holds you back from improving your work. With enough restraint, you can focus your energy on doing great work that resonates with others, and that will feel good, even if just for a little while. Is Love Your Work helping you find your unique creative voice? Does it bring you the inspiration and motivation you need to become the creator and human you want to be? If so, please be a part of making this a special and nourishing and thoughtful show. Support the show on Patreon. You'll be an even bigger part of this show than you already are. If you contribute just a coffee a month, you'll be helping support the hosting and production of Love Your Work. Everyone has some unique creative gift to offer the world. Together, we can give people the tools they need to bring that work into the world. The world will be better off for it. Visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/Cadavy. This is a different kind of model for supporting the work you love. The choice is yours. Vote with your dollars, put your money where your mind is, and keep Love Your Work going. Visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/Cadavy. As a thank you, you'll get early access, bonus content, and a discount on Love Your Work merchandise. Learn more at patreon.com/Cadavy. That's patreon.com/KA, D as in David, A, V as in Victor, Y. Love Your Work is brought to you in part by our Patreon supporters, such as mini sponsors Roxana Maynard of Agility Alchemist at agilityalchemist.com and Julian Power of julianpower.co, as well as top supporters such as Jeffrey Mason and Vitas Pankovichis. This has been Love Your Work, and I'm David Cadavy. The theme music for this show is At Sea by Dorena from the album About Everything and More by arrangement with Deep Elm Records at deepelm.com. Love Your Work is a production of Cadavy, Inc.